And then Hova, you were saying that Iris. You were saying you think Iris has just been eating a few too many burger shots lately.
What?
Burger shot? No, I think it was
No,
donuts.
no. There is nothing wrong with 41 donuts. Thank you very much.
41 donuts, Iris. That's a lot of donuts. Is
Yeah,
that on a daily basis?
and they were very good. Well, no, not really. I
No?
just, took some donuts from the Mission Row fridge. I asked for permission and everything, and
You took 41
yeah,
donuts from the Mission Road fridge.
well, no, it was 29 donuts. I already had like 12 on me.
Okay. And Hova, what do you think about this?
I told her that's a lot of donuts to eat in like one shift, and probably by the time she was on shift next, they probably would have gone mad, and could have felt sick from them. I just thought that was like why 41 donuts? Why a prime number? Is 41 a prime number?
That's just how
Yeah,
many there were.
41's
There
a
was
prime
29
number.
and I already had 12. It's just how it happened. You think I planned this?
Hova, are you worried about Iris's health?
No, I just think that 41 donuts is too much.
Okay. So Iris, Hova thinks that you're getting a little bit round. What do you think about this?
That is not true.
I just I just had the donuts one at a time. It's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and dessert. I don't think that's too much. Yeah.
It is
I
a
just
lot of
didn't eat
donuts.
anything else.
Okay.
But if I don't eat anything else, it's fine, right? I mean, actually, I did kind of have it with like ice cream, maybe like chocolate syrup as well.
Iris, you were gonna. I'm not a doctor, but that sounds like diabetes.
Well, I didn't have like all 41 donuts with ice cream. Sometimes it was just on itself. Other times it was with the ice cream. Maybe
Right.
just cream as well.
Okay, that's pretty. Okay, and what do you think about Hova in the trooper uniform?
Well, he looks all right. Yeah, I mean everyone's been wearing the trooper uniform.
And what was it, Hova? Is it true that you were feeling yourself when getting changed?
I mean, I looked at the mirror. I'm just like, yeah, I look kind of good.
You are so vain, Hova. It's ridiculous.
It's not vain, Dark. I need like
You want to transfer?
confidence boost. No, I don't want to transfer.
He was kind of like posing in the mirror and like standing how Road stands. You know how Road stands here?
What?
No,
Are you kidding me, Tommy?
What do you mean?
I thought this was over now.
I just wanted to see what it'd be like to be him. He's a trooper, so.
You want to be my husband? Is that right?
No, I don't want to be. Well,
that's what you just said.
I don't want to be your husband, but I want to be your husband, as in the type of person that he is.
You're not allowed to do that.
Orver Roads.
What?
Wait, okay, no, that sounds like I'm getting married to him. I'm not getting
married. Excuse me?
Should I leave?
No,
I can leave right now.
No, Iris, stay.
No, okay, I'll stay.
How dare you, Tommy? What are you trying to do? Steal my husband again?
No. Nope.
Do you want me to fire you again? Because I will do it.
Richard, I need you to be frank with me. Is that why I got fired the first time? Because I was going after your husband?
No comment.
No comment.
I refuse to answer such questions. Listen to me. Listen, I am all powerful in this police department, okay? When it comes to my husband, I will do anything to keep your dirty, grubby little hands away from him.
I don't want your husband. I just want to be like him.
Yeah, whatever, Hova. The real reason I invited you guys down here was just to see how you guys are doing. How are you finding things? How's patrol?
Wait, so I didn't send those? Okay, thank God.
No, but clearly you guys have some anonymity toward each other that needs to be figured out.
We don't have anonymity. No. Do we?
Eh.
What do you mean, eh?
Eh.
What do you mean, eh?
Well, apparently you don't like me having 41 donuts, and honestly, I don't see what's wrong with that, sir.
I'm just saying, it's just 41 donuts. Why 41 donuts? Why
Stop trying
donuts
to
of
take
all
my
things?
food away from me.
I wasn't trying to take your food. I was trying to take your food away from you. But why
Uh-huh.
donuts?
I don't know.
What?
It just happened, you know? I woke up and I had 6 donuts, and I thought, why not more?
Could have been like apple pies, or I don't know.
Do you want me to have
You know,
pies?
Iris, we
That's
do
even less?
have. You can get 2 free meals a day from most restaurants. You know that.
I know, yeah.
So you didn't
I mean,
actually
you know,
have to.
yeah, I didn't pay for the donuts. I got them all for free.
Yeah, she got 41 donuts for free.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
like
And you
the
didn't
29
share any.
donuts I
Yeah.
took from Mission Row.
No,
No.
all
Wait,
by
Iris,
herself.
that's a little bit selfish. So don't you think?
Well, I asked for permission though.
Who gave you
You know,
permission?
I called Senior Officer Jigs,
Oh,
and
Jake.
he said that I could have all the donuts in the fridge.
Jesus
So I
I
took all the
Christ,
donuts in the
Jakes.
fridge.
I called Jigs to clarify on that. He's like, yes, Iris can have all the donuts. I'm like,
Oh
oh.
my God, this monster. Okay, Iris. Because of you, we're gonna have to ration all of our food from now on.
What?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to rations, like World War II rations. Okay. The only food we're gonna have is gonna be like MREs from now on. No more donuts, no more nice things. Okay.
Wait, no sugar at all?
No sugar. Yeah, sugar free.
Okay,
Everything.
she kind of strives on sugar. We kind of need to
Well, that's a
give her some
shame.
sugar.
That's a shame. I think it'll be better for your health, Iris.
I'm
Okay,
fine. I am fine.
Okay. All right. Well,
going
listen.
back to the anonymity things. What's wrong with me just looking in the mirror, checking myself on the outfit? Nothing wrong with that, is there?
And
Adding like a certain someone.
I mean, that's the worst part, yeah?
Don't even mention it, okay? Don't even mention him.
I said someone. I didn't mention
Yeah,
him.
but we all know who you were talking about. Okay, okay. Listen, you guys can figure that in your own time. I got work to do. I called you guys here mainly because I want to see, how you feel like the shift is being. How are you enjoying coming on duty? If not, what can we do to fix that kind of thing. Any feedback? Any wants, needs, wishes?
The only issue I have is at times. Um, I noticed it yesterday because I was early on the shift. Uh, but obviously, when people go into different shifts, there's a certain way that a shift is ran, and it's all ran differently based on the shift you're in. So when people come in from shift one into shift three, or shift two into shift three, or vice versa, uh, things can get a little bit different. As in, maybe someone from shift three isn't happy with what's being done in shift two, or or how people in shift two are doing things within shift three, or someone in shift two might not be satisfied with how someone from shift three is doing in shift two. Um,
Are you?
Over the past week or so, I'd say there's been at times those situations from both myself and other officers, but I don't see why that's not an issue that we can't resolve on our own.
What? Can you give me an example?
At times it's just comms. Sometimes we might have a priority comm, and someone out of shift just decides to break it and give somewhat of a priority communication, but albeit less priority. At times, I feel as if that's something that they could 311 compared to just saying it over radio.
Okay. So just making sure brakes are used properly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's something that we ran into yesterday. I think I was patrolling with Stokes, and there was times where we had to rehash information several times, or things were being broken over for, once again, things related to the active, but essentially non-priority over what was currently ongoing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy fix. I think that should just be kind of a standard that's enforced over everything. But feel free to you are allowed to say if you are doing comms on a high priority comms or something, and someone breaks and is like, I need a poo, then just 10-3 them,
Yeah.
and then just say please keep breaks to priority comms, just use 311 instead. I think people shouldn't be afraid, you included, to say that kind of stuff on. If you're trying to control the scene and someone's causing problems, then for the good of the call and the safety of everybody, you're in your right to tell them to stop doing that. So okay, yeah, that's good feedback. Well, Iris, you got anything?
Uh, well, I just want to say today my shift has been great. I've enjoyed it, right? Before though, I was not having a good time with my previous like 3 full shifts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's anything to do with the PD though. It's just everyone's been shooting and being
Yeah.
a bit aggressive, yeah. And it just makes me feel like that I need to take a bit of a break. Maybe just like a couple days to a week or something like that, which I was planning on doing after today. I don't think that's anything like PD can really change. Although honestly, I am kind of worried about the state of PD right now with what everything's been happening.
Yeah. It's a problem we're very aware of. Getting shot every day when you come on duty is not an enjoyable experience for anybody. So there's not a lot I can say, because if I was in your position too, I would be feeling the exact same way. I think breaks are great. I'm very sorry that that's needed. But just know that we're doing our best to figure out that problem and how best to tackle it / just remove it entirely. Because I was thinking maybe we just 37 hours, we just get an RPG and we just blow them up before anything can
I
happen.
would love an RPG. I've been looking for one for 3 years.
He really
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
So
So
I have a quick question regarding
yeah.
RPGs and stuff. Is it possible to commission Cerberus to get us air to ground missiles? Not air
Air to
to air missiles.
ground.
Yes. I think that we need to take revenge for the blowing up of SDSO, Beaver Bush, and Mission Row. And by revenge, I think we need to enact the taking down of a compound. The safest way to do it might be through whiplash, just striking it from maybe, I don't know, 2,000 feet away.
I don't think that's legal. I don't
Hopefully
think you can
you're
do that.
sounding like the US government planning on targeting bombs in the Middle East. Okay, this is that's the amount of civilian casualties would be astronomical.
Well, we don't necessarily need to say it's us. I think we can just
Jesus Christ, Hover! No,
What?
stop
Definitely
it!
not legal.
Stop even! Don't even start that crap. Okay, you keep that to your Reddit threads. Okay, young man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I thought that
But
was
that
good
did give me an
feedback.
idea. Can we have snipers and helicopters for when people want to go on a rooftop and have the higher ground and then we can't do anything?
You think that MK14 should make a return now?
We had snipers?
We had the Mark 14. We had a DMR. Yeah.
Okay, can they come back?
Is this a regular
Well,
occurrence of criminals getting on rooftops and stuff like that?
it always happens, doesn't it?
Like, I'm on about
They
like
always
big
try and
tall
get to high ground.
skyscrapers.
Well, yesterday they were on top of the depot, Old Depot and Popular. And officers
Oh,
tried to
okay.
push in, all of them went down, and then it was just myself, Ramona, and Mills at Trooper PD. And once those 2 suspects pushed into Trooper PD, we shot them down.
They pushed into Trooper PD.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a 95 in there, that's why.
Oh, I
So
see.
one thing that we encountered yesterday in that shootout is, as she said, there was an officer that was on a roof in a position that was the suspects were
Cough for me
unable.
really quick. Cough over, cough. Clear your throat, man. That's
Oh,
better.
okay, sorry. Um, they pushed onto. We had an officer stage on a rooftop where the suspects were unable to get down up to, and we had the advantage at that point. But unfortunately, one of the suspects had a grapple gun, and they grappled the gun up to that building. And one of the things I've noticed that we've been seeing a lot more recently, not necessarily in shootouts, but off of suspects and 95s, I've been seeing a lot more grapple guns being used in
Yeah.
any sorts of crimes. Not just in that shootout, but anything else. I had a burglary a little while ago, or maybe a bank, where a suspect was able to get off away from us by grapple gunning, and there wasn't anything that we could do in order to pursue.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a difficult one to tackle with the grapple gun. I'll be honest. I tried to use one of these grapple guns recently, and I couldn't figure it out. So maybe if we can get PD a little bit of training on, maybe just giving PD the option, similar to having it in a how we have class twos in our glove box, lock box. Maybe having a grapple gun, or maybe select officers having grapple guns might be a good option, but then you've got to fucking carry it around. And yeah, okay, good. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up. Same with the Mark 14 kind of stuff about criminals getting on rooftops and stuff like that. We just write it
Well, yeah, I
down.
just want any sort of tactic for like when they're up on a rooftop and we can't really do anything. Also, I don't really like when PD tries to push in to like for shootouts. Because like yesterday, they pushed in and they all got shot down. Well, we just let them in to Trooper PD and we shot them down. So I don't know if it kind of depends on the situation and if pushing in is a good idea or not. But I think most of the time it's not really a good idea.
It interrupt. I
It
think for that,
sometimes works, but
I think it depends on the location as well as the tactical ability of maybe who's leading the scene. Because there was a situation yesterday before the second shootout, the 37 Alpha shootout, where
yes, plus.
the S plus, we for some odd reason decided to push into the junction at the tunnels, and that led to most units going down from the suspects. Uh, I wasn't leading the scene, but personally, that's not a situation where I would push. I would rather the suspects come to me and just set up at each of the exits. But
Yeah, I think that's what PD needs to decide. Like, in this area, we can push in. That area, we can't push in. We just gotta wait.
Yeah, I think a lot of police officers have issues with. I think it's a patience thing. I think oftentimes people get antsy and they don't want to wait anymore,
Yeah, I
so they
get
they
that.
try and push. Because it is
Because if
also it's one of those issues where the criminals could just sit there all day, and then you've got the whole police force sitting around while a city runs wild. So I don't think I
yeah,
necessarily blame anybody doing that. I think it's just going to come down to an officer by officer basis, really. Um, but I think tactical tactical police tactics aren't the best. I think we can acknowledge that. And I think that's an area of improvement we've all got to work on, really. So
mhm.
obviously, if you guys are leading stuff, then I have no issues with you guys trying something that is against the status quo. Whether it just be holding down a scene instead of pushing or whatever. But yeah, I think maybe some stuff with HVTU and Stubble, maybe doing some tactical trainings. Not not yeah, it used to be like every week we used to do them sometimes, but I want to bet like once a month, maybe just do a quick refresher and get some consistency across the board about how we want to handle things.
Hey,
yeah, if
quick
I get
question.
into a shootout, I like once I asked the Tory for advice after a shootout, so that was good.
Yeah.
I just have a question about your office. If you have a lantern up there, what's the need for the candles?
They're scented, right?
Of course they are. Thank you,
Oh,
Iris.
that's what that smell is. Okay.
It smells nice, right?
My nose doesn't really agree with
Yeah,
it
it's alright.
personally. It's like that new car smell. I hate that new car smell.
Why?
There's different sort of new car smells,
It's
aren't
just
there?
I don't know. It doesn't tickle my nose properly.
Jesus Christ, Robert. Okay. Okay, and then what about you two personally? What are you looking to move towards? What are your plans with PD?
Oh gosh.
You don't have to have an answer for this. This is just if you want to do anything specific and you have some plans for the future, then let me know because then at least, we know about it and we can move you towards that stuff.
You go first, Tommy.
Uh, wow. Okay, they're really putting me on the spot, huh? Thanks. Um, I don't really say I have any plans. I recently got pushed into an FPTO position for PD, so I'm currently working with PNT, at least some of the Shift 3 FTOs in PNT, um, to work up on a new sort of curriculum in regards to how we train cadets and what we teach them.
Okay, that's good.
What I am essentially trying to do is I am making it an effort to lead during more scenes,
Okay.
uh, because I want to show people that not show people. I want to be able to gain people's respect on scenes, and I want to be someone that people will ask for advice in regards to certain things. But I feel as if in order to do that, I need to show myself as a competent and capable leader. Which at times I have doubts on calls, but I've just been saying, fuck it, we ball, and just going, we ball, we're doing this. And
Yeah,
if
I
it's the wrong call
mean,
line,
listen, my biggest piece of advice for leading scenes and stuff is a bad decision is better than no decision at all. So as long as you are headstrong and you're saying this is what we're gonna do, even if it's the wrong call, if you sit there and like I don't know what to do, that's a lot worse. But through the grapevine, however, I've heard some good things. So you're doing a good job.
thank you.
Good. Iris.
Uh, I've been thinking about what I want to do for like the past 3 weeks or something. I still don't really know. Kinda interested in HSPU, but I don't know
Ooh.
if I want to go through that path. I don't know. I've spoken to McQuillan about this. I've spoken to Madison. I spoke to even Tommy about this. I don't really know what I want to do.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. When you come on duty, what do you enjoy doing most?
I enjoy. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I respond to 77s. I did enjoy
No.
that.
You did. You don't anymore.
I mean, that's what I wanted to do, right? Or just help out officers because I've been in the PD for who knows how long, dispatch included, yeah? You've always needed 77s. That's what I try to do.
Yeah, but do you enjoy
But
that? Is it the kind of thing you want to be doing every day?
recently, I haven't really been enjoying it. I don't know.
It's okay. Like, there's no wrong answer here. Like,
Yeah, it's just
if
when I need a 77, right? Who do I get? No one. Tommy, you need a 77 today, yeah? For the Banshee?
Mm-hmm.
Who'd you get?
Uh, no one until you guys eventually lost the card and attended.
This is a recurring thing. Like, I'm usually the 77 person, but if I need 77s, there's no one.
I
is
will.
that
Even if there's like 15 officers around, there's just no one. I don't know why. I don't know.
I think I think it might be an issue of unit management for calls and stuff like that. where we have either too many units on calls or we have enough units on calls, but there's too much elsewhere going on. Like today,
Uh,
when there was the 37 Alpha, and we had that, I don't know what call it was. It was a seaside bank, I think, down that ended down at LSIA, and even I noticed it. There was like 6 or 7 units on that call, and then the 37 Alpha, and even though someone was like, we might have to break off for that, nobody actually did. And so it took a while for units to respond to that 37 and get Eli some 77s.
So in relation to that, we had hit the cap for 6 units for a bank robbery.
Mm-hmm.
And we had caught all 4 suspects, and 4 different officers had caught all 4 suspects. And at the time, most of us were doubled up, so we were just tied up in processing. But I'm still not sure why the officers that weren't doing anything didn't, I guess,
They
attach.
might have done. They might have done.
I
You know,
don't know.
they might have responded, but yeah, I think it's also a mentality issue. It can't be denied. A lot of people don't want to go to things that they don't want to go to, which is an issue. But it's one of those where most of the time, if I don't get a 77, I'll make it my job then to realize, okay, let's try and figure out why I'm not getting a 77. Because we can get that, if that kind of information, I feel is more important than just not getting a 77, right? So next time it happens, Iris, be like, look at the dispatch cards, or just look and see who is 10-8, and you might not do it, but
well,
obviously, go on.
what I've noticed, like sometimes when I look at the GPS, I'm the one and only officer on patrol. I think it
Yeah,
happened twice this week. Like I'm the only one out in the city driving around. Everyone else is either I don't know, processing, interrogating in meetings or something. I don't know. It's just like me and 15 other officers doing something else.
yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
I think it's also an issue where PD's kind of down bad at the minute, with all the shootings and the restructure, and just PD in general's pretty low. And I think units are pretty low too. So I think like what you're saying, in the past when people would be interviewing or interrogating or meetings, there'd still be enough units to patrol regularly, right? But I don't think we really have enough units. Just the other day, there was 5 of us on duty for like probably just a bit before now. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just pretty rough at the minute, which is why I'm doing meetings like this to kind of figure out what we can do to fix it, because we want people coming on duty and having a good time. So
So did the restructure kind of hurt people's motivation?
100%,
Are other people feeling that?
hundred
Okay.
percent, absolutely. Even if it was, whether it was unfortunately like people like Horva that kind of got fucked over, or whether it was people who had to sit around in the UPD for a while before they got picked up, or it was people that joined a department early and then realized that wasn't the right department for them. I think I think everything is just kind of bringing people down, and there was people who took advantage. Remember early on in the restructure where we didn't have anybody with certifications? That was rough
Yeah.
too. So I think it's just been a bit of a build up, and people are just sighing at this point.
I
Um,
will admit that um, I have felt burnt out and not really wanting to come on duty.
right. That's a reoccurring thing. I'm getting that too, if I'm honest.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
so it's trying to figure out. I think the issue is the monotony of patrol. I think it is doing the same thing every day over
Yes.
and over.
Yes.
Because you go to a bank, like, how long have you guys been cops?
Over a
Uh,
year, and then
yeah,
dispatch another year and a bit.
2, 3
same
years
as her.
ago, when I first started out in this PD, you would go to a bank robbery or a jewelry store robbery, and you would go there, and sure, it was negotiations were often similar. You know, what's it? Was it? What is it again? I can't remember. The Los Angeles special. There we go. And that would be normal. But once you got into that pursuit, there wasn't car swaps over at the red garage. It would be
Oh yeah.
something fucking weird and strange that you didn't know what was coming. You would go to a parking lot and there'd be three of the same car parked there, and they'd all drive around in circles, and you had to keep your eye on the right one, and then they'd all go in different directions. Or you had, shift two. I remember going to shift two once or twice, and then the Chang gang were doing some helicopter swap into a parachute onto a boat or something crazy. But then these days, you go to any of the calls above, and it's swapping to an S Plus car, into an S Plus car, onto a motorbike, and then you lose them. Or it's swapping to an S Plus car into can't lose the PD into a shootout, and it's the same thing on every call, and I can understand why people are getting burnt out. So I guess what I can say to reassure you is me and the other members of High Command realize this is happening. I think what we can control is stuff for you guys to do that's different, like the packed unit, which isn't for everybody. District program, I'll be honest, I'm scrapping it. It didn't work, but we're coming back with something similar that I think Remington's going to be running, which is just going to be like a small community outreach kind of unit. So
I've never had a district, by the way.
that's okay, Tommy. Your district is the whole city.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think going for something for smaller targeted units, like I think Bobby Russell and even Billy from PD Tow, they're both Billy's got getting approval for PD Tow to do parking enforcement, but we're looking at getting like a golf caddy so that cops can do some just parking enforcement, going around giving people traffic tickets, parking tickets, not traffic tickets, but things that are different and easier and less getting shot, I think, are things that we can control. So obviously we've said it from the start. If you have any ideas like that, if anything you want to do that's different, then let us know. You know?
Hey,
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So apparently there's a parking lot in front of the yokai house, or right across from it. I got the idea from Search Cross yesterday to maybe talk with the roads about maybe having the PD buy that, and maybe turning it into a dedicated parking lot for PD Tow.
A parking lot?
A proper base of operations instead of having to operate outside of Mission Row.
You said yokai?
Yeah, off of Milton Road, there's this parking lot, and Serge said, well, why not buy it and then convert it into like a place for PD Tow?
Wait, there's a gas station on Milton Road?
Not a gas station, a parking lot.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
on
but
Milton
the
Road.
gas station on Milton Road. I saw it. Oh, is that?
What the hell is that?
What did I miss?
Wait, what do you mean by gas station?
On my GPS,
GPS.
on my Google Maps, it says there's a gas station on Milton Road.
Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even notice that.
We'll have to drive up there afterwards.
Yeah, I've always noticed the parking lot, just not the gas station. That's weird.
Wait, if there's a parking lot next to the yokai house, wouldn't that be owned by someone already?
Well, don't these parking lots need to be maintained by the state? So why not have
Well,
a
who
state?
built the parking lot?
I'm not sure.
Who
We'll have to
authorized
find that out. We'll have to find that out.
Is it within city regulations? No.
We'll see. Okay, all right. It's a good suggestion. That might be interesting. I think yeah. I think anything that we can do to go against the status quo of a day-to-day patrol would be preferable for a lot of people. I hear a helicopter. Okay. All right, but Iris, you kind of sounded a bit unsure about the HSPU thing. Is it because you feel like if you do HSPU that other people won't respond to 77 requests?
No, it's because if I want to join HSPU, I need to learn how to lead pursuits, and I don't know how to lead at all because I'm just a 77 officer. Like, I
Well,
forget that I'm lead. Like, I responded to a plea to bank robbery during shift 1, and I just completely forgot that I'm lead, that I took the hostage, and Suarez had to keep reminding me on radio that I'm lead and I need to answer these questions and all that.
do
It
what?
was
Why don't you and Tommy? You can do it with Tommy. Just start stepping up and leading scenes. I know you've got it in you.
Uh,
maybe, I don't know. I just forget that I'm lead, or I don't know. I don't know. Just
It's
used to doing like support stuff, you know?
I know, but sometimes you don't know if it's gonna work until you try it. So maybe just focus for like a couple weeks. Just focus on if you respond first to a boost or a 1094 or something like that, then just take lead on it. And like I said, all it is making decisions. It doesn't matter if it's the right or wrong decision. Your gut instinct as a police officer will tell you most of the time what the right decision is. So if you
Yeah.
responds to a boost, you just tell people who to target if there's interference. Like, you know what? I'm not good at boost leading anyway. Maybe talk to HSPU about that. But I think you need to listen. You gotta get out of your shell, Iris. So there's a loud, proud leader in there, and I think you should try it out. Hope would you agree?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
yeah, 100%, Iris.
I like when I patrol with her. I should be making more of an effort to making her lead, but unfortunately, I don't. And each time, I always forget. I should be making an effort.
It's a thing.
I just
It's a
need to
thing.
ask, I think. I just forget to ask if I can be like lead. Because usually I'm not like the first one to respond to anything.
No, you don't ask, Iris. You take.
What? Oh, okay.
You know, Dark, I think in order to change things up for at least the shift, I think we need a beach episode.
A beach episode.
Yeah. We all just go to the beach and hang out.
Like we become lifeguards for the day. Beach
Maybe.
patrol.
I don't know.
I like that idea.
Where did that idea even come from? How's that relevant to anything?
Well, I just came out of my mind.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Tommy, it's a good idea. You got approval to do that if you want, okay? Okay, well, listen, I think it's a good catch up. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, but Iris, I think if HSPU, it seems like something you're interested in, then I think you should go for it and give it your all and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I think it would go great. I've noticed your improvement over the last 6 to 12 months when it comes to pursuits, and I'm sure other people would have noticed that too. So all it takes is to kick it up again when it comes to leading scenes and give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Yeah. Thank you, Doc.
And Tommy, like I said, I've been hearing good things anyway from other people. So you're doing a good job when it comes to leading scenes. So just keep it up, get that experience, and we'll take it from there.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to my office. I'm sorry for stirring the pot. It's only in my nature.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in trouble or anything.
No, you're fine.
I was worried.
You're fine. I'll show you guys out. And let's hope all the cars are still there.
Yeah, probably. Did you know
Yeah,
that your
oh
roof is
gosh.
leaking?
What?
You know that your roof is leaking, sir?
No, it's not. It's pristine condition.
Ah.
I heard a motorbike or a car turn on.
So, did you build that office in like 3 days? While Missionary's been,
Yes.
you know, how it is? It's kind of impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice place.
I've never done any electricians or plumbings before, but it's going really well.
Did that yourself? Oh.
I sure did.
I really hope you have a fire extinguisher in there.
Nope.
I recommend getting one.
You only need one if there's going to be a fire, and there's not.
Well, have you seen that lamp, Dark?
Like, is it on fire? No.
Question, have you been putting on weight?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a rude question to ask a man, don't you think?
I'm just wondering. I don't know.
Hey, they're all here. Wait, did I park there?
I believe so.
I don't remember parking there.
I don't remember seeing that car there either.
Oh,
I,
actually, Doc,
I parked up against the wall, I think.
your car's been here for like a really long time. When was the last time you repaired your charger?
Um, whenever I was last on duty, so a couple days back.
Mm,
Why?
well, you know that I'm the quartermaster, right? So I look
Yeah,
after all the shared LSPD cars.
yeah.
Do you know how many times I had to repair and fuel this car in the past week?
How many?
At least 4 times.
It wasn't
Why aren't
me.
you looking after your car?
It wasn't
What
me.
do you mean it wasn't you? I've been looking at the logs. It's your state ID,
It was
what,
Garcia.
2156 or something?
It was Garcia.
Garcia, he doesn't even go on duty.
Yeah, I'm not buying
Who
that
even
for a
is that?
bid, please.
Wait. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm.
Addison,
Do
maybe.
you just want me to drive the Charger? Is that why you haven't been like repairing it and fueling it?
I'm sorry, Iris. I'm sorry. It's been so crazy with Baz dying and.
Oh,
It's,
oh, okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm sorry,
All
Iris.
right.
I won't do it ever again.
It's okay. Just take care of yourself. You know.
I can't get in. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Oh.
Bye. Crocodile tears to get out of being in trouble. Oldest trick in the book, Iris. The hell? What a noob. All my sirens on. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's get changed.
576 to VAT 911.
What did I call it?
Radio check.
10-2.
10-2.
For 29, any actives require additionals.
Negative, no current active at the moment. It's all clear. Only patrol.
Alright, let's go fix her up. I'm hungry, dude. I need a packet of crisps or something. Keep me going. Rhea, did you move yet? You start moving yet? You did? How's it going? Been up since 6. Rhea, why don't you just nap, dude? Forehead there. Easy. You got stuck on the end. Again? Right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom chat really quick. And I'll be back in just a mo. And I'm gonna grab myself a snack.
Traffic 10-8. Thank you very
Roger, 100 Mach-meter at 1958. Thank you for the heads up. Check.
I'm back. I'm about to, Whitney. I'm about to go look. You know what pisses me off? I bought these baked crisps, or chips if you're American, because they're low calorie, right? And I'm like, oh, you know, they're cooked differently, whatever. Good low calorie crisps. And then I'm like, no, I open a packet. They're only fucking low calorie because there's nothing in there. There's like 5 crisps in the packet. Stupid. Is it American right? It's Walker's. So probably not. I don't know whether you have that in America. Dispatch 400 tonight.
Quebec 400 marking 10 at 2120.
9 tonight. Any actives?
Quebec 98 marking 10 at 2122. No, current active than 877, only at 21 Alpha, on channel 4.
Dispatch is airborne up at the minute.
1 is not up at the minute, no.
Well, there's a pretty low flying helicopter headed southbound over the city, but I don't think we have access to ATC in the minute, do we?
We don't, unfortunately.
Shameful. Space 400, show me respond to that 77 request on channel 3.
On Marathon BTV.
Gun, gun, gun! What? You didn't shoot. He's back on the colony. He was getting the car, let's go. He's westbound, leaving westbound Boulevard Del Perro. Northbound, Liberty Street.
I want to go look at that parking lot, kind of cool.
Right eastbound Cougar. Towards Man the Block. Left northbound into Man the Block. Qatar is at the door, careful. Dean's getting out, Dean's getting out.
Dean is jumping on his motorcycle. Dean is heading on
This
his
motorcycle.
motorcycle. Get to, alright, it's double right onto you. You're gonna have to take it for a second.
He's going east.
Currently eastbound Cougar. We need to get motor in at one of this. Continue eastbound West Eclipse.
Alright, Tails can grab A1, I can grab motor.
Continue eastbound West Eclipse. Traffic motor route.
Double 901.
Eastbound. Maspatola. Everything's quick, at its
Oh,
nipple.
for fuck's sake.
There's just an eastbound Eclipse. Hey, help me, continue eastbound. Going right, southbound, 7-1, survivors. Approach Spanish, continue southbound.
Yeah, I did. Don't worry about it, Charles. It's all good. Things happen.
Continue southbound, survivors.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the meeting.
Pretty quick, continue southbound, approach Los
I'm
Lagunas.
just gonna go take a look at it.
Continue southbound. On VCB. Del Perro East. Trying to intercept maybe Power Street, Elgin.
Jesus Christ. Did you see if they took the Elgin turn off? So
Negative, no idea. Last seen eastbound Del Perro on Alta Street. I was on Los Lagunas.
shameful.
Looked like an orange and color Akachu drag. Looks like the bike is. It might be the Diablo's custom, I'm unsure. Grabbing a 1 for code 6.
Grab motor.
We're done with code 6 off of Elysian Fields on the train tracks by Popular.
Frost, you get picked up.
Running down south on South Rockwood.
About 76. Mirror box code forward.
Where do you want me to look, Stubble?
Everywhere.
Okay. Matthew also took off on a bike towards Bay City.
So dark. It'd be impossible to find anybody. Unless they just keep driving like an idiot.
Since they are pretty stupid, I'm gonna go towards the man in black area.
Heaven knows I was such a young boy. It's a Dean Quincy, right? What's he wanted for? Attempted murder and kidnapping?
Yeah, 3 traffic, and then once that's done, I'm gonna send it up north, Great Ocean, then go Route 68.
What's Ocean View?
My khakis.
Shit, okay.
See a couple of people roaming around inside the mana block. I can't make out an ID.
Stay firm.
What's your altitude? Do you think do they know that you're there?
Yeah, they know I'm here. I can't really make it out though.
Alright, I think we should rendezvous at the barn and work out a plan of what we're gonna do. If this guy's gotten away, we gotta go with something else.
Stay firm, marshal me.
Alright, 903, 76 to the barn.
Tails, do you know where the barn is?
No clue.
It's on the corner of Baytree Canyon
Across the street
Road.
from Redwoods Lights track.
Or down.
Want me to come with R1?
Be advised, Dean's on water.
You want me to come with R1 or? Eli?
Yeah, you can. There's a patch of grass behind the barn on the west.
For my small warrant, he says. Attempted murder.